Welcome to the Close-Up Show, the podcast for photographers and videographers. I'm Nick Boris. Today we're going to be talking about the TikTok algorithm 2020 for photographers and videographers. If this is your first time listening, welcome. This channel is dedicated to helping you grow from a foundational level of photo and video to performing advanced techniques, expanding your knowledge on the business side, gear side, but most importantly, taking your questions from the comments here on YouTube, as well as your DMs from the Close-Up Podcast Instagram page. And before you write your comment or your question, use hashtag Close-Up Question, because then I'm going to turn them into content for you here. I'm going to break it down into 3 parts: what we know about the algorithm, how it works, and how you can apply it. Starting with the first one, what we know about the algorithm. TikTok's algorithm pushes videos to more For You pages when you hit these 3 key factors, which is watch time, engagement variety, and engagement velocity. Watch time is calculated as the video being watched from start to finish. This tells TikTok's AI that you have something people are interested in, and the app will actually continue to cycle your videos to more For You pages. Now, you can have videos that are up to 60 seconds, but videos around the 10 to 15 second mark seem to do really well. Engagement variety is things like likes, comments, shares, downloads, and shareable content. Shareable and downloaded content are the highest rated engagements because you're actually showing TikTok that you're bringing value to the app and educating users or entertaining users, whatever you're trying to do. TikTok promotes education. They actually created a hashtag called #EduTalk, and I think at the recording of this, that has over 80 billion shares. So creating content that educates, generates shareability, which pushes your content to more For You pages. Then comments are going to follow as the second heaviest weighted engagement, followed by likes, which is going to be your lightest rated engagement. You really want to be pushing for content that is going to be shareable, where someone's going to watch it and want to share it with somebody else, or they're going to want to download it and watch it later on. Then you want them to be commenting and starting a conversation with you, and likes being the least weighted because it's very easy for someone just to double tap or hit that heart. The last thing is engagement velocity. And this is how quick your viewers are engaging with you and your video after you hit the publish button. Moving on to the second set of information, we're going to go into how it works. But before I go into that, I want to say this info isn't 100% proven. However, social media marketers have mentioned what I'm about to share with you, and these are things I've also utilized and have had work for me. We're going to go over authority ranking, which is how much influence you actually have on the platform. Every video you make contributes to your score. The first 5 videos that you post are also taken into account. So TikTok is going to take those videos and see what niche they fall under. And if they fall under a niche, TikTok rates your account, again, under that niche. So content that varies on your page doesn't weigh well because you're constantly having to start over. TikTok is constantly trying to guess what platform or what niche you're trying to use on its platform. Sticking with one niche will actually help build authority. Once you have built authority within that niche, it'll push out your content more because it knows what you're trying to do. And then there's looped videos. Looped videos are a big thing with building your authority. These are a video that is watched from start to finish and then watched again, giving that video over 100% performance rating. All these actions factor into actually how your account is going to be ranked. So let's go into the process from start to finish. Once you publish your video, you hit that publish button. Your video is going to be distributed to the followers that you currently have, as well as 100 to 500 random For You pages. If you have no followers, then it's just going to be the 100 to 500 For You pages. If your video weighs well and your watch time and the engagement factors are doing well, then you'll actually move on to the second stage of being sent out to 1,000 to 10,000 For You pages. From that point, it's going to be 10,000, to 100,000, 100,000 to a million, ending with virality at 1 million plus views. Throughout this process, your video is going to be reviewed by AI and TikTok's human reviewers. So frame by frame, they're going to go through and make sure that you're not violating any copyright or safety violations or have any nudity within your video. Because if you do, they're going to end up taking it down. And then, you're going to be sitting there wondering why at 1 million views or 100,000 views, a video that seemed to be doing really well was taken down. So those are some of the main reasons why you will see them disappear from your page. So as you climb the viewing ladder, your account will gain more account authority, allowing your future posts to be pushed to more For You pages. And this is why you see major content creators on this app who always seem to have viral videos. And that's because their account authority has already been proven within the app, and TikTok is pushing their stuff out because they know that people are going to be watching it. So this also is why you shouldn't delete your videos. TikTok, unlike any other app, recycles your video in a couple of ways. The first one is if one of your new uploads is performing poorly, then TikTok will actually pull from older videos and retest them in the For You page pool. So this results in what they call on this app a delayed explosion, which is just another way of saying virality. I've had videos blow up days and weeks after my initial upload. And you'll also notice this if you're watching videos on the For You page that have a lot of likes. They're not going to show you the upload date on the For You page. If you go to that channel or that page and you look at when the video is uploaded, it could be a month or two out. The second thing is TikTok measures the amount of times you delete and upload a video. This weighs against your account ranking, or health, as you might hear some other people call it. And you're telling the app that you're pushing out poor content, so it's not going to show that your uploads, because it's assuming that you don't have anything good really. It doesn't know where you stand. Moving on from that, you want to be using trending or hot songs or sounds. So you got to think of what TikTok originally was. TikTok was originally Musical.ly, which was a song and dance platform. So those roots are still pretty strong, and the TikTok AI is looking for these sounds. So make sure that you're utilizing them. Use popular trending songs, hot songs. If you are on the For You page and you're hearing the same sound over and over again, I would try and figure out a way that you can utilize that in your video. The last thing is hashtags. So now we want to utilize the hashtag ladder. Refrain from using hashtags like For You page, FY, or FYP, as well as using the Discover page hashtags because they're probably not going to be relevant to your video. If they are, use them. But TikTok is aware of the overuse of these hashtags, and you might actually get your account shadow banned, and then you're not going to get any engagement. They're really not going to push your stuff out because they see that you're trying to take advantage of the way that the app was designed. So use searchable hashtags. Hashtags like photography tutorial and video tips, things that are easily searchable and going to get people to find your account. Again, these are searchable and relevant hashtags to the content that you're pushing out. The hashtag ladder is choosing a few hashtags, in the 1,000 to 100,000 range. And then you take a couple hashtags in the 100,000 to 1 million range. And then a couple more from the 1 million to the 100 million range. And then maybe one or two in the 100 million to the 1 billion plus range. This allows you to hit a whole wide range of searchable and relevant hashtags to the content that you're currently posting about. The final step is how you can actually apply all these things. But before that, I hope you guys are getting a ton of value from this episode. And if you haven't already subscribed, it would mean the world to me if you did. Or if you left a comment and a like. And if you know someone who could actually benefit from this, do a good deed today and share it with a friend. If you didn't like it, leave me a comment as to why and what you would change so that as I grow in providing a higher quality of content, you guys are getting the information that you were looking for. I'm also building a photography course, so DM me on Instagram your email to add you to my email list. And I'm also happy to take suggestions on what you would like to see inside a course. So now moving on to the final step, how you can apply these steps. The first thing is, right before you post your video, write a description and mix in the hashtags. Hashtags aren't always meant to be stacked together. So make a meaningful and capturing description. If you write something worth reading, it increases your watch time because the video is playing while they read it. And if it's meaningful, they're gonna go back and watch it again. So now you just went through a whole completion rate, which now you're getting above that 100% performance like I was talking about earlier. You also want to be making shorter videos. TikToks can be up to about 60 seconds long, but TikTok recommends to its advertisers that they be about 9 to 15 seconds. My most successful videos have been in the 9 to 12 second range. So I would really try and keep your information in there. They can go back and watch it again, or they can save it, pause it, and watch it later on. Another thing is to post often, but I would post 3 hours apart, at least 3 hours apart. Batch posting your videos all at once can actually limit your viewability. TikTok only has so many pages to push your content to, and TikTok tries to actually be fair with giving everyone a fair chance of being seen on the platform. So posting often, but separating your posts by a few hours will actually leave you with better chances of being viewed by more people. So I recommend posting 3 times a day. Gary Vee actually talks about posting about 8 times a day, while this app is still new and growing at a pretty rapid rate. It just depends on how much time you have and what your topic of interest is. But I definitely would post a minimum of 3 times a day. And then of course, something that goes on all platforms is make sure that you're making high quality, valuable content, meaning you're providing value, you're teaching, educating, entertaining, or all of the above, and so on. You don't need a fancy production set. Don't overthink the algorithm. Just create what you enjoy within your niche and then stay consistent with that. And remember, the best way I can answer your questions is to DM me on Instagram, Close-Up Podcast, and use hashtag close-up question prior to writing out your question. My TikTok handle is Nick.Boris. Facebook is Lively Productions, and my portfolio Instagram is lively.productions. If you have any questions, please let me know. Love you.